What's up, pack members? It's Aware Spirit Alpha here. Welcome to another video. So, people requested that I should narrate the two stories I recently wrote. So, that's just what I'm going to do. So, this is going to be the first of the two stories, and the story I'm going to be reading this time is called The Coffee Shop Giant. And I probably wrote this story because I actually do kind of work at a coffee shop right now. Well, it's more than a coffee shop, but we do sell coffee. So, yeah. But yeah, it should be fun, and it might seem a little weird, but I'm still going to do it for you viewers. So, what will happen when a mysterious drink causes one to get taller? Let's find out, shall we? The Coffee Shop Giant. Spirit and Damien were two boys who were best friends and almost always hung out. They mainly liked to go to a coffee shop in town and considered it their hangout place. They preferred tea over coffee, and they were just happy to be together. Now, the two were on the bus on their way to the shop. "So, what are you going to get?" asked Damien. "I'm not sure. I want something new," said Spirit. "I feel the same way sometimes," said Damien. "At least you understand," said Spirit. "Always do, buddy," said Damien. Eventually, the boys got off the bus and entered the shop. "Ah, Spirit and Damien, welcome back," said the cashier. "Thank you," said Spirit. "How can I help you today?" asked the cashier. "I'll take the usual," said Damien. "You got it. And you, Spirit?" asked the cashier. "Do you have anything new?" asked Spirit. "In fact, yes. You could be the first one to try it," said the cashier. "What is it?" asked Spirit. "We call it tall tea," said the cashier. "What's that? Just a large tea?" asked Damien. "Oh no, they say this tea can actually make you taller," said the cashier. "Interesting. I'll give it a try," said Spirit. After the two boys got their food and drink, they sat in the lounge as they were the only customers there. "So, you going to try the tea?" asked Damien. "Yeah, but I don't believe what they say. Tea is just sugar and caffeine. Like heck this makes you taller," said Spirit. "That I agree with," said Damien. Spirit then tasted his tea. "Well?" asked Damien. "It's good. Pretty sweet," said Spirit. "Nice," said Damien. "Yeah, at least it tastes good," said Spirit. "Indeed," said Damien. Just then, Spirit slightly held his stomach. "Huh, my stomach feels fuzzy," he said. Just then, Damien noticed something. "Spirit, you just got taller," said Damien. "Huh?" wondered Spirit, looking at himself. "You're taller," said Damien. Spirit checked himself out. "You're right, I am taller," said Spirit. "Then that means the tea worked," said Damien. "Yeah," said Spirit, looking at his cup. "I still got some tea left," he said. "Drink that and you'll get taller," said Damien. "Well, waste not, want not," said Spirit, drinking the rest of his tea. Spirit got taller before Damien's eyes. "Wow," said Damien. "How tall am I?" asked Spirit. Damien measured Spirit. "Over 6 feet," he said. "Impressive," said Spirit. "I'll say," said Damien. "I want to get even taller," said Spirit. "Take it easy," said Damien. "Relax, Damien," said Spirit. Damien went to the restroom and Spirit got a large-sized cup of the special tea and drank it all. Then Damien came back to see what was going on. "For real?" asked Damien. "Yep," said Spirit, finishing up. "Ugh," said Damien in disgust. Spirit then used the restroom and returned. "I admit I was overdoing it," said Spirit. "You're all right," said Damien. Just then, Spirit held his stomach again, and yet again did he grow taller. "You drank too much," said Damien. "No doubt of that," said Spirit, growing up to 7 feet. "Let's get you out of here before you destroy this place," said Damien. "Once outside the shop." "Fresh air doesn't help," said Spirit, holding his stomach. "Oh dear, what's happening to me?" he said in slight concern. "You might be getting even taller," said Damien. "I think you're right, I am. I am without a doubt out getting," said Spirit before growing more taller, he said. As Spirit grew, Damien couldn't believe his eyes. "This is unbelievable," he said. Oh, over the next minute, Spirit still grew. "How tall am I now?" asked Spirit. "Too tall to even say," said Damien. "Wow, I must be tall," said Spirit. A few minutes later, "Up and up I go," said Spirit, still growing. "Spirit, this is all right at first, but now you're getting so tall. I mean, how tall can you get?" asked Damien. "If only I knew," said Spirit. As Spirit grew, Damien suddenly realized what was going on. "Spirit, you're becoming a giant," said Damien. "I think you're right," said Spirit. Spirit grew and grew and grew until he finally stopped growing, but by then he was a true giant height. "Now I feel tall," said Spirit. "You're 50 feet tall," said Damien. "Wow, 50 feet. That's amazing," said Spirit. "I'll say," said Damien, trying not to sound concerned. Spirit then walked just a short distance as some people noticed. "Now that's a big boy," said the citizens. "Yep," said Damien. "How did he get so tall?" somebody asked. Some drink did it, said Damien. His size is kind of disturbing, somebody said. I know him, and I know he'd never want to hurt anybody, said Damien. With that, the people left and Damien walked up to the now giant Spirit. Hey, said Damien. Hey, said Spirit. You alright? Asked Damien. Yeah, I'm alright. Why asked Spirit. Well, you just grew into a 50-foot giant. That's a lot of pressure, said Damien. Well, I feel fine, even if I grow a little, said Spirit. A little? Are you kidding? Said Damien in disbelief. What's the matter? Asked Spirit. There's nothing little about this. You've grown so tall and now you're a giant. Heck, you've hit the ultimate growth spurt, said Damien. Yeah, there's no doubt about that, said Spirit. A few minutes later, Damien had calmed down. Hey, Damien. How tall do I look from your point of view? Asked Spirit, standing up. Damien looked up from Spirit's feet. Very tall, he said. Wow, I must be tall, said Spirit. Yep, said Damien. And all because of tea. I'm the coffee shop giant, said Spirit. That's got a nice ring to it, said Damien. Just then, Spirit picked up Damien. Dang, he's so big he can pick me up, said Damien to himself. Look at this view, said Spirit. It's nice, said Damien. And I'll always have it, said Spirit. Maybe we should get home, said Damien. I agree, said Spirit. Since Spirit was holding Damien, he started to walk down the road, but was careful and made sure to watch his step. Next stop, you're home, said Spirit. During the walk, Damien started to enjoy it and smiled some. Soon enough, Spirit arrived at Damien's house and gently set Damien down. Thanks, big guy, said Damien. Sure thing, little guy, said Spirit. So, I'll see you tomorrow, asked Damien. You know it, said Spirit, walking away. Once Damien got inside, I think I'll like having a giant friend, said Damien to himself. Meanwhile, Spirit arrived at his home, but stayed outside and then proceeded to call his mother Lulu. Hello? Asked Lulu, answering her phone. Hey, Mom, it's me. I'm home, but I can't come inside, said Spirit. Oh, how come? Asked Lulu. Come inside and see, said Spirit. Lulu walked outside. Hello? Son? She asked. Up here, said Spirit. Lulu looked up. Oh my, she said. Hi, Mom, said Spirit. Son, what happened to you? You're so tall, asked Lulu. Special tea caused this, said Spirit. Wow, I take back everything I said about tea being bad for you, said Lulu. That's nice, and you always did want me to grow tall, said Spirit. True, but I didn't mean this tall, said Lulu. Well, you know. Anyway, I should get to sleep, said Spirit. Sleep well, said Lulu. The next morning, Spirit showed up to Damien's house. Hey, giant Spirit, said Damien. Hey, little Damien, said Spirit. Ready to head to town, asked Damien. You know it, said Spirit. Well, you know what to do, big boy, said Damien. Yep, said Spirit, picking Damien up. Soon enough, the two got to town where Spirit attracted a lot of attention. Well, this is awkward, said Spirit. Very, said Damien. Spirit did help people with his size and height, but some still didn't accept him. I'll just leave then, said Spirit, setting Damien down, walking away. Smooth going, everyone. He never did anything wrong, said Damien in annoyance. Soon, Damien was alone in that same spot. I feel bad for Spirit. Too bad we can't shrink him, said Damien. Just then, Damien got an idea. Maybe instead of shrinking, I could grow, said Damien to himself. Damien went to the shop and entered where they were just getting ready. Excuse me? Asked Damien. Yes, asked the cashier. Can I have some of that tall tea? Asked Damien. Sure, we only have enough for one large cup. We're about to discontinue it anyway, said the cashier. Damien took the cup, went outside, and rated himself. This is it. Tall tea, make me as big as a giant, said Damien, drinking it. Huh, that really is good, he said. About a minute later, Damien felt some pressure in his stomach. Here we go, said Damien. Damien started to grow, getting taller and taller by the second. Yes, said Damien in delight. Damien kept growing and growing. It's working. I'm growing taller, said Damien. Damien was soon up to 10 feet and eventually reached 20 feet. Damien soon grew to the point where he was starting to tower over the shop. Oh, cool, said Damien. Not long later, he could touch the roof, and he did just that. Alright, this is the coolest day of my life, said Damien. Damien soon reached 40 feet and still growing. Just 10 more feet to go, he said. Soon enough, Damien stopped growing and was 50 feet tall. Yes, finally 50 feet, said Damien with a smile. Damien admired himself in delight. I never knew I could grow so tall, said Damien before noticing his point of view. Wow, I can see everything, he said. It was time for Damien to get a new nickname. I'm not just Damien anymore. Now I'm Giant Damien, said Damien, saying proudly. Now to find my giant best friend, he said. Damien soon found Spirit, who was sitting alone. Hey, buddy, he said. Hey, Damien, said Spirit before noticing. Wait, Damien? He asked. The one and only, said Damien. What happened? Asked Spirit. I didn't want you to feel lonely, so I made myself a giant, said Damien. Thank you so much, said Spirit. You're welcome. Friends till the end, said Damien. Friends till the end. So what's it like so far? Asked Spirit. It's fun. I'm much taller, I can see everything, and I don't need a bus to get home, said Damien. I know, right? I love it myself, said Spirit. Both now giant boys were as happy as could be. So, shall we explore Giant Spirit? Asked Damien. Let's do it, Giant Damien, said Spirit. As the two giant boys explored, this is awesome, said Spirit. You can say that again, said Damien. Though being a giant human sounds kind of dull, said Spirit. I agree, said Damien. Maybe we can be a different kind of giant, said Spirit. Like what? Asked Damien. Maybe a giant wolf, suggested Spirit. Now that sounds like fun, said Damien. Eventually, the two giant boys found a way to become wolves. Ready to wolf out? Asked Spirit. You know it, said Damien. The two boys drank the wolf potions and easily became wolves, but remained giant size. Now we look cool, said Spirit. We sure do, said Damien. Now drinking that tea doesn't feel so bad, said Spirit. Agreed, said Damien. And so, Spirit and Damien lived their lives as giant wolves. People loved them. They became very helpful around town. Their parents loved them for who they were. And one thing was for sure, the two boys knew this was how they were always meant to be, as giant-sized wolves. Well, Pack members, that just about wraps up my story. So I hope you enjoyed the Coffee Shop Giant. And until next time, this is Spirit the Alpha signing out. I'll see you guys back in the pack.